Hey guys, Charles here with Cardiac Sports again, bringing you the review of championship weekend. Obviously in the AFC, the Broncos manhandled the Patriots, went out on top early with their offense. Their defense actually coming up huge. I mean, held them to 3 points throughout the first half. Although the Patriots made a late surge later in the game, Broncos were still able to hold them off and win the game. And then, of course, on the NFC Championship game, which I believe was a much better game overall, and had a very close to what I predicted ending. The Seahawks did beat the 49ers 23-17, and if you watch my NFC Championship preview, I had the Seahawks beating the 49ers 24-17, so that was kind of cool to see. So that sets up a match of the best offense throughout the year versus the best defense throughout the year, and the Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks offense is obviously dynamic as well, although the 49ers defense was able to do some great things against them. I mean, the first play from scrimmage, they had forced a fumble on Russell Wilson and got the ball deep into Seattle territory. The Niners did. So, it's going to be an interesting Super Bowl, and I'll preview that in a couple weeks in the weeks to come. Obviously, 2 weeks until the game. The real big storyline, I think, throughout the entire day was actually Richard Sherman's post-game interview that he had with Aaron Andrews. And if you didn't see it, well, let me show you that clip right now.
Take me through it.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm going to shut it for you real quick. LOB.
So as you can see, obviously Michael Crabtree and Richard Sherman were having words throughout the game, which happens a lot. Steve Smith is another big receiver that talks with the cornerbacks, but if you watch that, also at the end of the game on that last play after Richard Sherman actually tipped the ball up in the air and it was intercepted on what was potentially a game-winning touchdown, the 49ers were able to score. Richard Sherman walked over to Crabtree and tapped him on the butt and then went to shake his hand, and Michael Crabtree grabbed Richard Sherman by the face and pushed him off. So that was funny to watch. And then obviously the post-game interview, Michael Crabtree actually went on Twitter and he said he replied to Richard Sherman on Twitter, which you can see now, and it says, "Film don't lie, at NFL Network, at ESPN, pull up the tape of the game and show me where this guy is the best. Hashtag fake, hashtag fake, hashtag fake." So obviously Crabtree's a little bitter, which deservingly so. Not only did Seattle beat them and knock them out of the chance at the Super Bowl, because with the win, the Niners would have went to the Super Bowl, obviously, but in the fashion that it happened, very dramatic and had a very climactic ending. But that does set up the Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's going to be a good game. Next week, obviously, we have the Pro Bowl Wednesday. Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice are picking their teams. Obviously, that'll be interesting to see. I will preview what I think the top 32 picks will be in a video later on before Wednesday, obviously, and also review what the teams are. And obviously, we'll see how the Pro Bowl goes. It's going to be the first time that the Pro Bowl is played non-conference. So it'll be very interesting. But leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about the championship game. Maybe let me know what your top 32 picks would be if you were one of the teams. Obviously, if you were one of the people selecting, pick your top 16 picks that you would take in the first round. Also, let me know what other types of sports you may want me to cover. I obviously just getting all this going. I am going to try to cover all the sports, at least all the major ones, and we'll go from there. But I'll have another video out for you guys soon. Until then, sit tight, and I'll see you then.